Okay. This is then where we start with our Zoom for today, guys. I just I just want to take this opportunity and say thank you so much for subscribing on my YouTube channel. Not that I'm best or what, but if you subscribe there, then I believe that there's something that made you interested in that channel, and then for that I just want to say thank you. As I said, uh, this is just to show some appreciation to you guys that I do not say something and not deliver on it. I always keep my word. I said on my last Zoom, jokingly, I said that you can trust a married man. So uh, hence I have to keep my promise. So as I said, we'll focus on V75 as I always deal with V75. So maybe, but I think we will at least for 15 or 20 minutes or so. We'll do uh, Nasdaq or US30. As some of you in some countries, I know of 3 people in my mentorship channel. They do not have this V75 in their countries because the countries differ. So yeah, we'll also cover that. So this is volatility 300 to 1S. We will not do anything on it. We'll go to V75. So this is volatility 75. That's this is what I posted yesterday on my channel, and I hope my colleagues that I did take the trade. I did not sell. I did not set a buy limit. I was waiting for price to come to the entry, but I dozed off because it was already late when that happened. But the setup was there. The setup is clear, and it went and it took exactly our direction. So one of the things that I always say to everyone who asks me about my trading setups and my trading skill, how do I trade? The first thing I do, I keep myself calm. I have to be calm. I don't have to be distracted with anything. If my mind that day is not in a good shape, I do not at all. I stay away from the markets because here you need to be sober. This is the thing is going to work. So someone's microphone is on. Kindly mute yourself. Let me check. Let me check with that. Okay, 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 okay. We are now all on mute. So I trade only if I'm sober. If everything I pretend to be going okay, then I take a trade. And then one of the things that I do, I have to tell myself that I have to be patient, and this might take long, but I have to be patient. Example, this setup was sent yesterday, so we had to be patient, wait for the time I called for this. I think GK and Mabel in the lifetime group did see this. The price was somewhere here in this last up candle. Price was closing this uh, previous bullish candle. Yeah, price was here. Hence the arrow is started somewhere here. So we expected price to come down here and then pushes further up. So now we will start on that. Let me show you what I sent yesterday. To give you a new screen. Okay, yeah, so okay, yeah, also want to show you I why we expected that, because usually even on my channel there I send a lot of videos, but yesterday I could not send a video about this setup, as I'm saying, because that it was late and I was exhausted. I had a long day. So with that said, we started on a high time frame as usual. So pick your high time frame. I love D1, so it is not always a case that you have to start on D1 as well. But I personally love D1, so you can start on weekly time frame. You can start on monthly time frame, even on H1. You can start there and then analyze this thing down. So one of the questions that I got there, when I asked you about what should we cover today, one of the comments was the top-down analysis. So we'll get to that. So I noticed that V75 is currently on a bullish order block on D1. So I switch all this aqua zone. This is the green, this is the aqua. All this is inside a bullish order block. All this, it's inside a bullish order block. So I looked on my left. So this is what I discovered on my left. I saw this the break of market structure here. I saw the break of market structure. Then immediately again, I after the break of market structure, I have to look for that one thing. So now we'll just do a catch up of all my videos. I'll summarize everything into 5 minutes or so. So after the break of market structure, you have to look for, and it's either a bearish or bullish order block. It's only two ways. It's either bearish or bullish. So I I discovered this here. As you can see, I did not mark this whole candle from the open of the body or the open of the wick, and then the reason why I did not mark everything here, it's simply because we have a very long wick here. So we take this wick as the point of interest where price will come into, not the entire candle. So it works much better on a higher time frame. So again, after that, I had to mark that break of market structure, then the bullish order block, and then this candle here was our point of interest, this candle here. So unfortunately, we got this move. I think we're somewhere here at 82.3569.20. So I noticed that we have this candle that's responsible for this break of market structure, and then price pulled back to come and mitigate this OB here. So this was our point of interest. And then while price was going up, there's something that has been formed in between. Okay, before we get to that, we have to see then that we have a low, we have a high, of a lower low, and then definitely a higher high will be formed. And then how do I know that a higher high will be formed after this? It's simply because we have a break of market structure in one. We have a break of market structure in one direction, and then price is currently ranging inside this order block. So as you can see on M15, price is clearly bullish, but when you switch to a higher time frame, price it is not bullish, just that it is only inside the bullish order block. So we have to find we have to form a higher high. It's either in this candle or above this candle, and then price will not trade above this candle here. Price will not go above this candle with a full candle. Should that happen, then all these markups then will be useless. So we have to reanalyze everything. And then as you can see next, so we okay again immediately when you see these guys, so here I'll construct everything into one. I think I'll be able to break it down. So immediately when you see price coming to respect an order block, then forming a low, a high, and a lower low, you have to you have to mark this high here. Okay, you have to put a horizontal line or a trend line on this side. Why do you do that? You wait for price to come and trade and close above this previous high with a candle, and then by that you know that this last up candle then will be your entry to push price higher. It's either it's a continuous buy or you wait for the higher high to be formed here, and then when the higher high is formed, like okay okay where's that chart? Okay, this is the last one. Okay, it's fine. So when the high is formed here, then you must know, you must wait for price to go above this with a candle. If price does not go above this previous high with a candle but only goes above it with a wick, then definitely the internal low will be your entry for a buy. And where is that internal low? Look at this low that I marked here: low, high, lower low. So this internal low will be your buy. So you have to take a sell from this candle here. From this wick here, you have to take a sell. Also, you have to keep in mind that price do give us the first entry, which I call the risk entry and a risk-free entry. And then as you continue with this photo on its own, we will see that. And then we have a W. If you trade the retail, you know that at the second leg of your W, you buy and you buy big. So it's exactly this. So I do not trade that thing of going after the price. I wait for price to come to my setup. So this is what I posted. This is what we expected. I expected to see price. We expected price to give us a risk-free entry here or trade from here. So this was as a little bit tricky, hence I did not call for a sell here. So I was not sure that the price will trade from here or do give us a risk-free entry somewhere here. So what I was sure of, 100% sure of, is that price was gonna respect this internal low, and then we buy from here. Hence, I gave this graphic before price came to it. So as you can see, okay, this was this is one of my colleagues in the group there. She had her own setup, but yeah. And then after that, as I said, we expected price to come to the internal low and then go up from there. As you can see, this week here, it came to this internal low. So now we'll go to the current live chart of V75 and see what's happening. Now, this is the live chart of V75. It's exactly how we anticipated it. So if I should just pause and ask my members on my lifetime channel, did you take this trade, yes or no?
So if I must speak, I was up with you. I did take the trade.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so we can continue then from here. Then let's start afresh with the very same chart that we have now. We'll start on a higher time frame. Or before we go to a higher time frame, any question?
Sir, I think I really have a problem with entries.
Entries, and I saw a question about entries as well on the other group. Okay.
Yeah, I showed you what I would have done.
Yeah.
But I had to wait to follow the instructions you gave me, which was a little different from how I do it, and it shows I still need help.
All right. Okay, we will get to those entries now, and then Onolo. Sorry if I mispronounce your name, but you have your hand raised. Please do ask.
Okay, good afternoon, sir.
Afternoon.
Okay, so what about if price were to break that POI, the point of interest? What would have happened if price were to break that POI?
And then all these analyses here will be void, will be just null, will not be useful anymore. So we have to analyze from this candle. Should price break here? We only with a candle, because this is a stop hunt. This is not a break of market structure. This week here, it's only a stop hunt. It is not a break of market structure. So had price broken above this with a candle, and then we'll take it from here, and then this whole candle will be our entry for a continuous buy.
Okay, so.
And these guys, it applies in each and every time frame and whatever thing that you are trading. It applies in all the time frames. So it does not mean that now we analyzing this on M15, so on H1 or M5 or M10, it was not gonna work. No, it was going to work still, because analysis are analysis. It's either is V75 or Nasdaq or currency pairs or whatever it is, it applies everywhere. So to answer to your question again, should price broke this point of interest, and then we'll have taken our our buy here, and then that will show that we have a strong low here. But as we can see, this is a weak low. However, this is a strong low here. This is a strong low because it broke this structure here. Basket, yeah.
Okay, so is there any criteria for identifying POI?
I didn't get that.
Any criteria for which to like
the criteria to identify what?
POI, this point of interest, like any criteria to identify it.
Okay. How do you identify your point of interest? It is the swing low or the swing high that was formed when price pushed to mitigate your order flow. As simple as that. That's how you identify your point of interest.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, so we'll continue then, and then we'll start with your comments then. Okay. So I think we have to do things in order. We have to do the top-down analysis first, and then we'll do the refinement of entries, and then the third point was, please, these people are late. Okay, sorry about that. Yeah, we will start with the top-down analysis, and then we will do the order block refinement, and then the third one, I think it's how do you see equal low or equal high? Please do remind me again if you still remember. Does anyone still remember on the other group? Oh, okay. Okay, it's fine. Let me just start here. I will leave this V75 chart as it is because I want to use it for other purposes later today. Let's do the V300. Do we agree on that? Or should I open another V75 and leave that one as it is with its markups? Or should we do this V300 this fine?
Can you open another V75 leader?
Another V75.
Yes, please.
Okay. Okay. No problem. Okay, this is V75. Change this colors. Please forgive me about the noise that you hearing on the background. So this is beyond my control. Mama. I had things sorted, so I don't know where my neighbors are coming from. So yeah, it does happen. Okay, so this is V75. We will do now top-down analysis on V75. So here, guys, I'll just be revealing most of the key things that we use with my colleagues to trade. And then if you are aware of them, so it will be just a revision for you. But if you were not aware of them, so this will be something I think you use it for your trading career from today onwards. So let's start then on this on daily time frame. So all this is our chart history. So we are currently inside an order block of D1 V75. So what do we do when we see a chart like this? We mark the swing high, it's here. And the swing low, it's here. The swing low for this swing high is here. Okay, so this swing low here, it is a strong low. And why do I say that? It is a strong low because it broke this structure here. All right. However, this is only a high. It is not a strong high or a weak high. And why do I say that? It is not a strong high because it hasn't yet broken this low here. However, this is a strong low because it broke this high here. So it may sound confusing, but it is just something so simple. Okay, I think we'll be cut out again. So yeah, we will rejoin again. Our first segment is about to finish. So this is a strong low, and this is only a high. It is not a strong high or a weak high. This will be a weak high should price respect this order block and trade above it. So this will be a weak high because it failed to take out the previous low. Okay, so when things are like this is a low, this is a high, and then we have a break of market structure here. Okay, we have a break of market structure here. And then again, we have a break of market structure here. Okay, so the reason why we say price is currently on an order block is because we have break of market structure, and then we have this last down candle here. That is where price is currently respected. All right, so with that said, we then mark, now we are doing the top-down analysis. So we are currently on daily time frame. So we take this whole candle. In one of my videos, I did explain the importance of highlighting the whole candle, not the 50% of the candle, as some mentors do say. I don't know why they do that. So I have my reasons why I'm doing this. So you'll see it as we go to lower time frame. So price is currently in the order block, and then now we were sure about the we are sure about the buy on D1. Why are we sure about the buy on D1? Because price did not trade below this order block. Hence, we are sure about a buy. And again, this last bearish candle has been mitigated by this candle here, though it has bigger wicks and small body. So this candle on its own, it is not yet convincing that price is going up. If you look at the body, if you study the candles, then you should know that this candle here, it does not guarantee that price has been no, the last bearish candle has been engulfed or not, if you study the candles. So what do we do from here? Then we go to H4. From here we go to H4. And then to see, when we go to H4 again, what are we looking at? Do we still look at this swing high or and the swing low, and then this break of structure and this break of structure? No, we don't look at 1, 2, 3, 4. What are we looking at? We'll only focus on the highlighted area only. Let's go to H4, and then we do that because we understand that price is inside it. So on H4, here is the important thing about highlighting the whole candle. Had we highlighted the 50% of the candle only, I think somewhere here we will have bought somewhere here, while price is still coming to the lower part of the body. So that is why it is important to highlight the whole body. That's a hint That's the first hint there. I think you took that. Okay, so price made a minor pull back here, and then it sold off again, and then after that there was an entry inside this order block for the take profit inside this order blocks there. Okay, there was an entry inside this order block for the take profit inside this order block again. And then what am I talking about? I'm talking about this break of market structure here. So my colleagues know that this is an entry for a continuous sell. Okay, this is an entry for the continuous sell, and then where's that entry? We take the last bearish candle that formed the failure of market structure, and then where's that failure of market structure? This is a high, and this a high, and then this a high, and then this high did not take this previous high, so this high failed to take out the previous high. So this whole structure that will be formed after this high is a failure of market structure. So we take the last sell candle, and then it is our point of interest after price comes back from mitigating here, because in order for you to get a take profit here, you have to look on your left, and then the last down candle will be your take profit and entry at the same time. So where was our entry for a sell? It was the last down candle. I repeat again, and where's that last down candle? Is this one there. So we'll put we'll put a rectangle on it. So before we drag it to our right to where the entry was. I don't know. Am I still live, guys?
Yes, sir. You are.
Oh, okay.
Yes, you are.
Yeah, it's so quiet, like at a gravesite. So,
Because we are following up, sir.
Oh, okay. So this segment, it might end anytime soon. Then please stay on, and then I'll start again. Okay. So this is the last down candle prior to the formation of this failure market structure. So we had to wait for price to break this structure, not with this week, but with a candle like here. So after this happened, then we can put our rectangle, and then we can wait here. You don't have to drag your rectangle to here or here or all the way here. You only drag your rectangle next to the candle you have to drag your rectangle or to the far right of the candle that broke the structure, because that's where price will come to mitigate. And then as you can see, this is the candle that broke the structure. Then the far right of this candle, it can be here or it can be here. So we see a wick that came to exactly to wick here. So this is one of the funny thing I said on Zoom. I think it was Monday or Sunday evening. Yeah, I think it was Monday that the week wicked the week. Yeah, it sounds funny, but that's how it happened. So this week came to week this previous week, and then it sold off. So mind you, this is H4, so you can imagine all the pips and the dollars that were collected here. So this is part of top-down analysis. But however, to find an entry here to determine if ever we'll be buying or will be selling, and then we go to our entry time frame. I prefer M15. So this is now then where we found this low here, and the high, lower low, and the higher high, and then entry on this internal low here. So then how do we know still that price will buy from here? And then if Abel, you said you are in the trade, so you have to hold your trade and then wait for price to come to this previous point of interest. Okay, so when price trades above, let's see, when price closes above 83.4908.44 with a candle, then you must know that you need to wait for price to